Welcome to Hot Flashes and Bold Moves, a podcast for women over 50 who are done apologizing, done shrinking, and absolutely done pretending we don't know where our clitoris is.
That's right. We're Michelle and Dana, two badass, hilarious, hormone-raging women navigating the wild ride of aging with no filter, no shame, and no damn patience for bullshit.
From vaginal mysteries to dating disasters, dry spells to bold-ass reinventions, we are serving up real talk, belly laughs, and probably a little oversharing.
True. So pour a glass, put a fan in your bra, and buckle up. It's about to get hot in here.
This is Hot Flashes and Bold Moves. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Hot Flashes and Bold Moves. And today this podcast is going to answer the question, what the hell is happening to my vagina?
And why do I smell this way? Why do I not get wet anymore? What's going on? Why does it look this way? Those are the things we're going to be talking about. But first, Michelle, what you drinking?
You know what? Same song, different verse. I have limited taste. My palate is small. And
your palate is small.
I know it. This is vodka based. You're going to hear that from me a lot when it's booze. Vodka, water, just straight old flat water, and watermelon puree.
Perfect.
It's, again, light and sassy and fun and refreshing like me. And, the vodka. Let me tell you about
what vodka is it?
Vodka.
Jesus, why do you say
Wheatley? Anyway, so Wheatley vodka is my new fave. It's
okay.
Very smooth. You know what? And maybe they should sponsor us.
Hello, Wheatley.
Hey, Wheatley. Actually, it's my manservant Claude is a bourbon.
It's her husband. I don't know why we keep calling him Claude, but it's her husband.
Is a bourbon aficionado, and Harlan Wheatley is the master distiller for Buffalo Trace.
Yes, I've been there.
Yep,
lovely
and
place.
So is Claude, and he is now putting his name on this vodka, and it is so smooth and yummy and light and probably one of the better vodkas I've had. And I have been a vodka snob for most of my life. And as you know, having been in the liquor industry
for like 12 years.
Yes. And she likes to say that a lot.
One of the many industries I've been in.
There are a lot of vodkas out there. And my favorites have been higher end vodkas. This isn't to say this isn't a high end vodka. It's just not common mainstream yet. It's not everywhere. And it's so smooth. If you're a vodka drinker, I recommend it. And it's comparably priced to some of the more well-known brands out there for a handle. And you can
for a handle. What?
It's actually less expensive.
She's talking drunken talk with a handle.
It's not like I'm okay. The big bottle. The handle. I need to clarify.
You're buying a half gallon of vodka?
Well, I'm not drinking a half gallon of vodka at one time.
Sure.
Anyway, I recommend it highly. And it is typically less expensive than the top shelf brands. And it's comparable to the mid-level, more well-known brands. I love it. Yep. What you drinking?
Well, after all that shit.
I know.
Your husband, Claude, loves me so much, and he knows I love the bubblies, and I'm so special that he bought me the Magnum of, what is it? It's not even Costco, it's Sam's Club. But you know what?
I think it's quite tasty.
I mean, it's fine with me. I mean, I'm not living large.
We can't be beggy and choosy.
Okay. Whatever you say, Wheatley. We had to listen to like 10 minutes on her Wheatley vodka and hear me. And I'm like, okay, mine's just some like little Sam's Club bubbly. So let's get on to the topic at hand.
Today's topic is
the smelling
of my vagina. And why does it smell that way? So this is actually based on...
We actually sat and talked with my physician.
Yes. So it's based on common questions that women over 50 are asking. And particularly if they are in menopause state and any part of the pause, peri, meno, post, part of the pause. And as you probably can imagine, based on the title, we don't talk about it a lot out.
Because nobody wants
to talk about their
smelly vagina,
smelly veg.
Well, just to be fair, before we get on any kind of smells, because this really upsets me about men in general. Because I think women, even as younger girls, we've always been worried about like, do we smell? I'm just going to tell you, Michelle, I've run across a few musty nuts in my time.
Amen.
And I'm just saying, I think for women, we just don't talk about because we love them. We're not going to talk about you got some nasty business going down there. But here's what I want to say, ladies. The next time somebody wants to talk about your smell down there, just say, excuse me, sir stinky nuts. Make sure your shit's all cleaned up and smelling refreshing before you talk about my vajayjay.
Hey, Mr. Must-a-Lot. Yeah.
Anyway, we digress
Sir
again.
Sir Stanky Sack.
Sir Stinky Sack.
Clean your own nether regions before you comment on other people's nether regions.
With freaking like having it all landscaped.
Yeah.
Make sure make sure we're not diving through a jungle. I know there's a penis in here somewhere. There's got to be a penis in that. Don't be talking about here it is.
Yeah. Don't be talking about
this or this.
Let's not talk about our scaping if your scaping is not a thing.
Because I'm like, if you're not as cleaned up and trimmed up like I am, see you later, alligator.
Wow, that's pretty firm.
I mean, don't expect that out of me if you're not
willing to do the same.
If you're not willing to do the same.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have to sit there and get waxed. Why can't you get waxed or shaved?
And male friends,
this is important.
If you're listening, this is important.
It is.
And it is also not to say that we don't love you anyway. We just don't talk about it. Yeah.
We
continue to stick our faces in your musty area. And we don't complain. And yet a lot of men out there are complaining and making jokes about how women smell. And you better watch it for the tables are turned. That's all I'm saying.
So speaking of smell, so Michelle, give us some facts of why this happens. Because when do we actually go into menopause? What's the average age?
So perimenopause typically starts, and again, this is based on a conversation with nurse practitioner, those types of people. And so typically perimenopause starts 4751. And that's when your estrogen starts to decline. So that's when things start to get different. Average age of menopause is 52. So
unless you're like me and had a hysterectomy and we're thrown in at like 39, 38, 39. And that's a whole different ball. It's like, that's terrible. So that's another conversation we can have too, is like, sometimes you're thrown into menopause when you don't want to be thrown into menopause. And if you're also like me, you couldn't take hormone therapy because of a high risk of breast cancers. And being that young and not knowing what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's definitely a subject too.
Absolutely.
And you can certainly speak to that. I cannot. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to lie. I'm grateful that I don't need to, or that I'm not able to, but it's great that we have the different insights.
Absolutely. Why do I not get wet anymore? Like during sex and stuff like that. You don't, apparently.
I don't have that. I don't have that issue. And I have it. It's been confirmed. I have a reliable source.
That's not her husband's name. That's just for the podcast.
God. Every time. Really?
I know. We ask Claude.
Every time. And I don't have that issue. Now, that said, all of these things that happen to your vag, coochie, cooter,
hoo-ha, whatever you want to call it.
Your vagina.
Heaven.
Whatever you want to call it. They're normal. They are part of this process. So if you're out there going, what is happening? This is crazy. Am I the only one? No,
you're not.
You are so not alone. And the fact that we don't talk about it is what makes it so scary and unnerving, is because people aren't talking about it. And honestly, I recently read an article and it was the top 10 things medical science still doesn't understand. And guess what was close to the top on that list? Menopause. Medical science doesn't understand it. We certainly can't be expected to understand it. So give yourselves some grace and know you are not alone and you are not broken. No. It is part of the process. It is all normal. And your normal may not be somebody else's normal.
You may smell like peaches. Some of us may smell like musty meat. You laugh because when I was doing the Google and it was talking about the normal smells of vagina, I was like, meat? I'm sorry. I mean, maybe I need to hire somebody to do a scratch and sniff test and tell me what I smell like, but meat is not anything that I'm...
Oh my goodness.
But I think too, why? Because it tells us, like, we're going to be reading some things
because we want to make sure we get it right. Because again, it is.
Because there is a reason why you're changed. Like you smell different because your pH levels change.
And while we are not experts, we did confer with experts on this. And it is exactly that. pH levels change. Less acidic post-menopause, which leads to change in the microbiome, technical term. And there's a lot of talk out there about the microbiome in general, and your gut, and all the places of your body, right? So clearly it's a factor, plays a big role, and that's going to alter the scent. It also, just as an added FYI, does increase your susceptibility to infections like bacterial vaginosis.
Which, ladies, bacterial vaginosis, I can't even say it. BV, let's just say BV.
BV.
So BV is actually not a sexually transmitted disease. It is a fact of your pH level.
And you're going to have a not awesome smell as a result of that too.
True.
So if you're experiencing symptoms of that, which are like itchiness, icky smell,
like fishy smell,
less than awesome discharge, whatever,
look at me. How about
look at it. No, we're talking about it and it's okay, but then at the same time,
our face is telling.
Yeah,
we're saying it's
different
okay, story, ladies, but our face is like,
And so seek medical help for that. It's an easy fix, and only if you fix it and take care of yourself.
And the color changes too. Like, I mean, I don't want to sit here and say that I got a mirror and I'm looking down there, but I do. I mean, I'm going to say, because like, what's going on down there? Like, why? Because the lining thins so much that you have a paler look because of the estrogen. Is it estrogen? Am I saying it right? So estrogen's gone down. Hormonal change. So it looks pale.
Aging is what the physician's assistant calls it. Hormonal aging.
Hormonal aging. Or you look like you're angry down there, like, because it's just red.
She's red and mad.
She's red and mad. And that's because, why does it say? Because of the same thing.
Yeah. So it's gonna change in appearance, and that tissue becomes thinner too. Note this, and this was actually what my doctor told me, is because that tissue becomes thinner, it's easier to tear.
Yes, and you get.
Yep. Well, then
I'm acting like I know, like I've had sex recently. Haven't.
You can have other issues. So and we're going to talk about this, if you're experiencing dryness, use something to alleviate the dryness when you're having intercourse, so that you don't have that tearing.
I think I told you this story in the past. I had this guy I worked with like 15, what did I tell you, 15
years ago? Yeah.
Like 15 years ago. He calls me like about a year ago out of the blue. First off, he calls me on book. I was like, oh, dude, if I pick this up, is he going to see my face? I hate FaceTiming because I feel like I look like Jabba the Hutt on the FaceTime. I don't ever want to do it. So he calls, and it was audio only. I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up. Those of you that know me, that I get embarrassed kind of easy. I'm kind of, as far as extroverted as I am, I'm kind of shy. So he calls, and he said, he's clearly he's got this big, thick New York accent. I can't do it. I'm not going to try. So he says, Dana, it's been a long time. I'm like, yeah, how are you? He goes, I remember you're my age. Okay.
Okay.
All right. He goes, I got to ask you a really important question because I'm dating women my age now. Okay. Thank you.
I was going to say, actually, that's a great big step forward.
Yeah.
Dating women his age.
I'm dating women my age. So I want to ask you, do you still get wet? All right. Now you have to understand me. I'm thinking, what?
So what have you been doing for the last 15 years?
Does your business still get wet? So I'm over here going, like, I don't throw down dirty texting with just anybody. I mean, so I'm like, where is this going? So I asked, where is this going? Why are you asking me this question? Because I'm trying to like back out, like, my dude, I'm not talking to you like this.
This is crazy talk.
So he said, well, I'm dating women my age now. And I remember that you were my age. And the problem that I'm having is this. These women I know are clearly excited. And I'm thinking, are they? Are you sure about that?
How do you know?
How do you know? He said, they tell me, like, I know we're like really excited and everything. He goes, but they don't get wet. He goes, what do you do about that? I was like, well, fuck if I know. I haven't had sex in forever. I don't know. I said, well, what I've done in the past is I've used coconut oil because it's like, I'm real sensitive down there. Like my skin's like, so that's natural and it keeps everything like nice and moist and all those things. He goes, and plus, if you're dating a woman in that age group, she's probably got her own.
She knows, yeah.
So just have a little, coconut oil by your bed. We're not doing it in the bedroom. And I'm like, what are you doing it by the dumpster? Like, where are you doing this? That you don't have like lube readily available. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I know that it's not just me, that And I can't even attest to me because I haven't had sex at all. So I'm going to leave it to you,
Well,
who's the one that's having sex.
All right. So according to Claude, I do not have this issue. And I felt like I didn't have this issue. And I've known people who felt like they didn't have the issue and then found out from their significant others that,
Yes.
maybe you have the issue.
A friend of mine did say that. She's like,
Yep.
I don't have this issue. And then we consulted with her man, and he's like, well, you know what? My wife's like doing this. And she was,
holy hell.
And she was devastated. Like, so y'all have to, you gotta
be honest.
Partner,
yeah.
You know?
Man friends out there, you gotta be honest. Or actually, you could be a lesbian couple. You gotta be honest with each other.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's no fixing or helping or making better if you're not talking to each other, right? Yeah. Clearly, we're talking. We're setting the foundation for the conversation right now. If you're together and you're listening or watching this, so do I? Am I?
Yeah, honey. Do I? Am I like?
Nah,
do you?
Nah. Yeah.
Do you need to spit on it, or like what's going on? What's that, a huck to a girl? That's so disgusting.
Yes. So vaginal dryness. So we've talked about the change in the smell, pH levels change, vaginal dryness.
Oh, smell. So
hormone level changes.
Yes,
that's what the vagina.
Remember?
Yes. Yeah. So here's what you need to know about the vaginal dryness. It's because of the decrease in estrogen. Estrogen keeps things moving and moisturized and all the things.
And your vagina, when you have estrogen, it's like a self-cleaning machine.
Yeah. Yes. As that decreases, which it does as we get older, we all know that. Or if you don't, you know it now.
Yeah.
Okay. And it decreases. So then take whatever steps to make that better for you. A water-based lubricant is always best because there's nothing. And Dana, so the only thing I will say is water-based lubricant is probably the best idea for anybody because there's not going to be anything that you're sensitive to in it. Right?
That's good because that's my problem. I'm very sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah. So all kinds of things. Yeah. And there are prescription options, which I don't know if that's
like personally, I couldn't take hormone replacement therapy because I had a high risk of breast cancer. So I couldn't.
I can't take hormone therapy either because I have a genetic condition predisposed to blood clots. I can't do hormone therapy either.
But I read ashwagandha. I don't know if this is like ashwagandha. Don't be.
My doctor actually said ashwagandha will help. What she
like
said
everything,
was
right?
Yes, the whole thing. Like it helps with the moisture, it helps with the libido, it helps with all the things. So ashwagandha is not a prescription; it's an over-the-counter supplement.
And we're not doctors, people.
We're not. We are
just saying what's worked for us,
telling you what's worked for us, anecdotally from our peers, and what the nurse practitioner, doctor, and physician assistants we've talked to have said. Prescription options are
Zerodol, something like that.
Estradiol cream or ring.
What, a ring?
Personally, I don't have experience with either of those.
What's a ring?
It just says or ring. So it's estradiol, cream or ring. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor.
What is that? I'm gonna have to Google.
Yeah,
we have to do the Google on that.
Googles.
Because what are you doing with a ring?
That. I don't know. You're asking me like I know. I don't know.
We're just reading notes.
We are
trying to be helpful.
We're reading notes from the professionals. We are not the professionals, but we are reading notes from the professionals. All right.
Oh, let's do a little recap.
Well, we got other things. So we talked about the dryness.
Yes.
We talked about the smell. We talked about the appearance change. We haven't talked about your libido and your arousal.
See, okay? I have no problem with that. The only problem I have with that is that I don't have anybody to help me with that. Other than that, I mean, I'm like, I have no problem.
So this is, again, a result of a drop in hormones, estrogen, testosterone. Believe it or not, ladies, we also do have testosterone.
Which increases, right, after this? Because why do I have all this hair?
I don't think it's your testosterone increasing. I think it's your estrogen decreasing. Yes.
Probably true.
Yes. All right.
Again, we're not experts.
Again, yep. Those drops in those hormones lead to the reduced libido, which to anybody else, let's say it in a scientific word, you just don't feel like sex. You don't feel like having sex anymore. You don't want it. If you never wanted it, okay, well, that's a different story. And if you used to be very sexual and you are no longer sexual, your libido has decreased because of the decline in those hormones in your body.
Can I ask you something, though, as a married woman?
Yeah.
So when I was in a relationship, I found that my libido was really happily and whatever. If I did it in the morning, if I just knocked it out in the morning, like let's just
check,
check
it off the list.
Let's just get it done in the morning because by the end of the day, you're tired.
Yep.
Like I've worked all day. I'm tired. I've cooked. I've cleaned. Now you want me to, lay down and and all these things. I'm tired. But I feel like if you knock it out in the morning and you start your day,
It's awesome.
it's like, and it makes for a great day out
I
of it.
agree. I agree.
It makes your whole day great.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Because
So
yeah,
ladies, I
by
don't
the-
knock it out
that's-
with your man in the
I mean,
morning.
So that's the
Get it
other
over
thing.
with.
Obviously, as we're getting older, we're getting tired,
Yeah.
right? By the end of the day, when it's sleepy time, it's sleepy time.
Well, I mean,
And-
once I take the bra off, I'm just like ready to, don't even touch me. I'm ready to lay down. But if you catch me in the morning before I get dressed.
Yeah.
we're
Or
good.
even get out of the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets me up before I get out of the bed, before I've done anything that's even remotely like my life is starting now.
I got to be serious now.
Yeah, exactly. Stress, fatigue, the body changes, all of that adds to your decreased libido and arousal. And again, you're not broken.
There's real reasons you're this way.
It is physiological change.
There's a
in
real
your
reason why
body.
you're feeling this
You're
way.
not crazy. And again, men friends, it's not personal. We can't help it. We can't help it. It isn't you.
We're not dry because of you.
And we're not unattracted. It's not that we're no longer attracted to you. It's that our body is betraying us. That things just aren't working the way they used to. And what's worked for me,
It's not working anymore.
it could have been, yeah, exactly. And I mean, it would have been, I used to be like, oh, you looked at me wantingly.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
It's
Now you're
not
like,
that easy anymore.
now
Now it's chore. now he gets carpal tunnel.
I cannot say, ladies. I mean, I can only speak to a couple. I've been single for about 4 years. And, I don't even know anymore.
But just know,
I know my imagination's really good.
just know.
Sometimes I don't want to leave.
Yeah, it's right. Give yourself grace.
Yes.
And man friends, give them grace. They don't know. We can't help it. I just can't stress that to you enough. So
is there anything else we should cover?
actually, there is one thing I want to talk about. So I know a lot of friends, and I don't know if you experienced this after your hysterectomy, but I do have a friend after a hysterectomy who had a lot of pain with sex. And I don't know. I truly don't know. So pain with sex, hysterectomy or not, it's also a common factor.
Yeah, very common because their skin's thin down there.
Yep, it is. So not only are you not aroused, your libido is not working, and it hurts, right? So why the fuck would I do it, right? Understood. And we all know it's going to keep your relationship healthy and strong.
Sex is very important.
Sex is important.
But
It's
what
not
do you do?
the
What do
important,
you do if you don't
so
like it?
here's the thing. What I'm going to tell you, and I know for a fact that this works. Physical therapists out there do pelvic floor physical therapy.
Isn't it the Kegel or Kegel or Kegel?
No, it's totally different. It's something totally different. So if you are experiencing this, and again, I'm not a professional. I just know I had a physical therapist. I was there for a different issue, and she told me about her pelvic floor therapy, and it's a legit thing. If you are experiencing pain, you can tell your doctor, you can seek out the physical therapy, and it's out there, and it will change your life as far as anything, because it's not just pain associated with sex. It might be urinary changes. It might just be pain because of all the hormonal changes and the things that are happening to your body. I do know anecdotally from other women who have done it, pelvic floor physical therapy works.
Better get on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can get on it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe one of these days.
Oh my God, that's
At least
funny.
that part will be taken care of when I'm ready to go to
Oh
town.
my God,
when I'm
you're
ready to go
funny.
to Pound Town, I'll be all ready. I'll be all ready.
And and when I was doing some research here, I was asking about questions that we're asking. All right.
Yeah.
Our people are asking, what are my options if I'm too embarrassed to talk to my doctor?
Which you shouldn't be, ladies.
That's what I'm about to say. You cannot be too embarrassed to talk to your doctor. They are health professionals. They may not know, but at least it's a platform and a jumping off spot for you to get to some answers. If you are not your own advocate, who will be? Right. Take care of yourself. Ask the doctors, ask the questions, because as I told you, this is still one of the top 10 medical science mysteries. And until we start talking about it with our healthcare practitioners, that's not going to change.
But women have always been trained to be silent about this kind of stuff. Like, we're not supposed to be sexual beings, and we're not supposed, like, all these things are like that. I think that's why we don't talk about it.
I agree. And it's time for that to change.
Absolutely.
We're all adults now. We're adult women. Some of us have had children. Some of us have lived full, huge professional lives and done all the things. And if you can do that, why the fuck are you afraid to talk about your physical body to a health professional? Stop it.
That's right.
Stop it. All right. So,
what is next week's topic? Is it hot in here, or am I having a hot flash? I think that should be a good one. Is it hot in here, or am I having a hot flash?
Yes, we are going to stick with this menopause theme for a bit. We may beat this dead horse, but
and then we'll move on
again. The deeper, heavier things, maybe. That is episode 3. Is it hot in here?
Or is it a hot
flash? All right. So until then,
please like and what am I supposed to
click, love, subscribe, share.
Find us on the Facebook,
YouTube, and Instagram.
Yeah, hot flashes and moments. Send us your things that
your stories, because we want to hear. And we'll talk about them to you, and we want you to talk to us. So post on our Facebook page, send us private messages, YouTube, whatever. That's why we're here, creating a community, a movement. We are not sitting on the sidelines and staying in the shadows about this stuff anymore.
So until then, stay loud, stay wild,
and stay unapologetically you. We're 2 bold, badass women with mics and opinions, but we are not doctors, therapists, or any kind of official experts. On Hot Flashes and Bold Moves, we share real talk, life lessons, and hilarious stories. But this is not medical advice. You make changes to your hormones, health routines, skincare, sex life, or anything else based on what we say. Make sure to check in with a professional who knows your body better than we do. We're here to entertain and empower, not prescribe. So if your libido spikes, your face peels off, or your vibrator catches fire, God forbid, we love you, but it's not on us. Own your choices, use your judgment, and don't sue us.